Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. Capricorn, you know we dive deep into your readings to really understand what is currently going on and what it is that you need to know at this present moment in time. We jump in and see what it is that you are currently not seeing. So these readings are really deep. I would invite you to pull up a chair and to really listen in, because I know that the divine is going to be delivering some golden nuggets that you need to take away. So do tune in with your heart, with your subconscious mind, and with your soul. Okay, so I want to remind you as well that the readings are general, so please do take what is resonating with you. Leave anything that is not for you, because someone else that is watching this reading, that very same message is going to be for them. So please use your wisdom and your discernment as you're watching my readings. Okay, so let's get started and see what you need to know. The first message that you are receiving, the divine is saying that, listen, your guides are trying to give you an important message. Are you listening? Have you been making that connection to your guides? Have you been saying your prayers just before you go to sleep for your guides to give you important information, and then tuning in to see what it is that is coming up in your dreams? For some of you, your guides are trying to give you important messages in tarot readings that you're watching here on YouTube, but it is important for you to use your wisdom to understand what your guides are trying to say, because your guides are saying that there is going to be some important developments in your life. And so this is why they're saying, attention, listen, understand the messages that are meant for you. So I would say to you that if you feel that you're not understanding the messages in your dreams, or if you feel that you don't really dream, I would say to you, set the intention before you fall asleep that you are going to remember everything that you are going to be dreaming, everything that is going to be coming up. And when you do this over time, this exercise will help you to strengthen your memory, will make you feel more alert as you are dreaming. And then when you wake up, you start remembering. So keep a pen and paper by the side of your bed. And then when you wake up, the first thing that you do is write down anything that you remember. Even if you are just remembering simple things, that you saw a red car in your dream, just write red car. And then what happens, you do that the next day, you start remembering more. A week goes by, you start remembering more. By a month, you are starting to remember a lot of information in your dreams. And then you can go back and start looking and reading, and you are going to be seeing a common thread that is running through your readings, where your guides are trying to give you divine messages. Okay, so the divine is saying that it is important for you, Capricorn, to understand that the time is now to start turning that pain, that disappointment that you have, into your superpower. The divine is saying that it is important for you to understand that when you turn your pain into a superpower, you are going to excel. You are going to just become something that is really, really powerful. Because now you start looking at your pain, at the disappointing things that have happened in your life in a different light. You start understanding that you have superpowers that are connected to everything that has been going on with you. Okay, so don't look at the times when you were rejected. Don't look at the times when life just threw you one curveball after another. Is that life doesn't love you, that the divine doesn't care about you. It is not like that at all. For some of you, this is like a training type of exercise. You want to climb that mountain, you want to go places, you know that greatness was written for you. So the divine is saying that it is important to not let the training break you. So look at everything that has happened to you in a different lens. Now, we are not condoning the people who've hurt you. We're not saying that it is okay, but for you, the divine is saying that even though it is not okay for what people have done, it is still your responsibility, unfortunately, to take everything that has happened and to turn it around. And you're going to be using all the stones that were thrown at you, all the hurtful things that were dished out to you, you're going to be taking those stones and you're going to be building your castle. Okay, you're going to be taking those stones and you're going to be using them as stepping stones. So the divine is saying that it is really, really important. In fact, it is imperative, absolutely imperative, to start understanding this deep message that is here, because the divine is saying that for some of you, you are absolutely made. You were created to be a warrior. You were created to save other people. You were created with the strength, with the power, with the foresight that is needed to be that effective warrior. But as life has really just put you through one thing after another, you're starting to lose that belief. That warrior within you is not being nurtured, is not being encouraged to come out. So that warrior is shrinking by the day, by the year, until that warrior voice that is within you starts to be silent, starts to be quiet. The divine is saying it is time right now to go and awaken that warrior within you and to turn your pain and everything that has happened so far into your superpower. And you are going to be seeing that this time next year, you're going to be looking back and you're going to be remembering this reading, and you are going to be in a completely different state, in a completely different area in your life. Professionally, some of you would have moved. Some of you, your relationships would just be blossoming because you have come to peace, to acceptance with everything that has happened. The divine is saying that this reading is meant to hit deeply, because when this reading hits deeply, it shifts something within your subconscious mind, and you start understanding and you start perceiving everything that has happened so far in a completely different way, that you are going to feel empowered. Okay, so it is time for you to feel empowered. Absolutely. The divine is saying to you that as you're feeling empowered, as you're turning your pain into a superpower, guess what happens? You start to see wonderful things happening. You start to see magical moments happening. You start to become lucky. You start to see opportunities being handed to you on a plate, because you decided to show up, and because you vibe in a different way. Your energy is no longer that of someone who feels beaten down by life, but rather your energy, your vibe, your very essence is going to be drawing people towards you. So it is time for you to start believing in magic. It is time for you to start stepping up, because other people are going to be seeing the magic that shines around you, and then they are going to be wanting what it is that you're offering, because you are going to be inspiring them to also turn their pain into a superpower. The divine is saying that you are currently on a journey that is going to be unfolding over the next days, over the next couple of weeks, and you are going to be happening what happens. You are going to be loving what happens next. I got distracted there. There was something else that came in my mind. I'll tell you in a moment. So the divine is saying that you're currently on a journey to put your super cape on, to awaken that warrior that is within you, and to say that, hey, we are now going on a warrior's journey. Okay, we are going on an adventure. And as you're getting excited about the adventure that you're going on, you're going to start to awaken the magic that is around all of us. You start noticing the little things. You start seeing that you're at the right place at the right time. You start seeing that people who are meant to assist you or meant to help you, they are just there. And the divine is saying that this is going to put a smile on your face. And as the next chapter is starting to unfold, as the next story of your life is starting to unfold, you are going to feel like this. So the divine is saying that right now, for some of you, because you feel disappointed at what has happened in life, you feel like a victim, or you feel sorry for yourself. The divine is saying when you are embodying that type of energy, guess what you're doing? You are literally giving the pen to someone else to start writing, to start being the architect of your life. You're letting the pain hold the pen, the magic wand, and start writing more painful experiences, more disappointments. But as you're claiming your power back, as you're taking that magic wand, as you're taking the pen, as you're taking responsibility of what happens next to you, you're going to be seeing that you are now creating the life that you want. You are now embodying the archetype of the hero, and you are now excited about going on the hero's journey. And the hero's journey, whenever you're watching a movie, when it's connected to that person who is down and out, and suddenly they feel inspired, they get up, they go on the hero's journey, you love watching their growth. You love watching sometimes the obstacles, the challenges, the disappointment that happens, and that person gets up and they don't give up, they keep going until they become that warrior that they've always known. I always think of the film Rocky, right? You know that scene when Rocky just like gets punched and he's down and you're like, oh no, it's over, right? There's another movie like that I'm remembering, $1 Million Baby. And you're like, oh no, it's over. And when you're at the edge of your seat, that hero gets up and they do something that is unimaginable. And suddenly the audience are just like at the edge of their seat with excitement, with joy, because they want to cheer that hero on. So the divine is saying that if people love those types of movies, what do you think actually creates those movies? It is all our consciousness together. We start creating things, and this is how things come to life. This is how these movies come to life. So find a movie of a person that goes on a hero's journey and watch all the ups and downs and everything, and how they didn't give up. Even when it looked like everything was against them and failure was absolutely written in stone, that hero, that warrior didn't give up. And because of that tenacity, that energy, where they don't give up, they keep on fighting until everything that's against them falls away. It is like Karate Kid. I think I'm showing my age now. All those movies that you just feel like, oh no. And then suddenly Karate Kid finds Mr. Miyagi, right? Mr. Miyagi's like, I'm going to train you. And then they start training and do all these tedious things. Because to become the hero, you have to do the tedious things over and over again. It is like wanting to create a YouTube channel and thinking that within a month, within a year, you're going to have 1 million subscribers and you're just going to be living the life of your dreams. That rarely happens, because that doesn't build character. When victory success comes quickly, usually it creates arrogant people. So the divine is saying that you are not created to be arrogant. You are created to be the warrior who inspires other people. You are built different like that. So it is important for you to understand, Capricorn, that unfortunately you're going to have to roll up your sleeves and get to work, because it is very rare for Capricorns to just be handed on a platter of victory and success. When it's handed like that, it rarely lasts. The divine wants you to create something that's going to last a lifetime, to create a legacy so that your children, your grandchildren, the people after you don't have to work as hard as you. They have their own challenges and obstacles in their growth, but you're making sure that financially, you're making sure that physically, you're making sure that they are good. You're providing and you are healing future generations and also past generations, because you're understanding that you are your ancestors. Okay, so let's get our last card and let's carry on with the reading. So the last card that we have, the divine is saying to you that you are not only going to be experiencing magical moments, you are not only going to be experiencing the things that are going to make life feel so good, you are also going to be experiencing synchronicities. So it is important for you, when you experience synchronicities, to not brush it aside as mere coincidences, because this is how divine, your guides, your ancestors, the celestial team that work with you, this is how they communicate with you. So for some of you, you've been brushing aside coincidences, synchronicities, and the divine is saying, no, don't do that. Okay, start inviting these moments, start sitting with them and start asking them, what is the greater message that you are meant to receive? Okay, so in the comment section below, as usual, comment 1111, okay, and claim these beautiful energies that are here for you. So what we're going to do, we are going to be getting our tarot cards as usual. And as we get our tarot cards, I want to let you know that we have our candle magic ceremonies I am currently working on banishing ceremonies. So if you feel that you need any obstacles, challenges removed, hexes, witchcraft, blockages, whatever it is that you need removed, or I offer spiritual cleansing ceremonies, because you know that it is good to keep a good spiritual hygiene, okay? I offer honey jars to bring the sweet things in life to help you manifest whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. There's a lot that I offer, so I would encourage you to go in the description box below and then to go to my website and to see what it is that is calling out to you. And then I'll be happy to work with you as usual, okay? Oh, there are 2 cards here. So let's get our messages that I hear. I am observing to see. We have 1 major arcana card that is here. You have 3 energies of the wands, passion, fire, drive. The divine is saying, as you're turning your pain into a superpower, there is just this sense of passion. There is this sense of drive that is going to be within you, because you're remembering that you are that warrior, and you're remembering that it is time to start your hero's journey. Okay, so you have the energies of the 8 of wands, you have the energies of the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. So can you see that we have a lot of fire that is here? We have a lot of passion that is here. So the divine is saying to you, as you are going on your hero's journey as the page is about that new beginning. Okay, the page brings like that young energy or things that are new to us when we are on a new path. So the divine is saying that you are going to be going on a new path, a path of self-discovery. You're going to be going on that hero's journey, and there's a sense of joy, there's a sense of excitement that is here. The pages, being that they are young, the divine is saying that you are going to be growing a lot, okay? You're going to gain a lot of experiences up to the point when you become the Queen of Wands. This is when you are now at the top of your game. Here, you're becoming the warrior, and here you are the warrior. And remember, I told you that it is important for you not to let your pain, not to let life hold the pen and start writing whatever it is that life is wanting to bring into your life. No, you are claiming that pen, and you're starting to remember that you are the architect of your life, and you're starting to write, you're starting to script, you are starting to use that magic wand for your greatest good. So I really like that the energies that I hear are indicating what we already spoke about. We're seeing you here firmly holding the pen that is scripting your life, that is creating your life, and there's a sense of joy that is here. I feel that you received this card yesterday, so maybe go to yesterday's reading and have a look. The divine is saying that even though some of you might feel, okay, that the journey from being the page to the journey to being the Queen of Wands is taking really long, the divine is saying that actually it's not. When you start believing, when you start understanding the assignment, things start shifting for you in a quick way. This is why you receive the energies of the 8 of Wands, because the energies of the 8 of Wands, fast, swift, okay, quick. So the journey that you're going to be going on, you're going to be seeing that things start to shift, things start to move in a really, really quick way, which is good, because this is going to be fueled by your beliefs. This is going to be fueled by you understanding that you are now on a journey that is going to be changing you for a lifetime, okay? No longer are you going to be experiencing painful situations. Why? Because you now have the energy of maturity, okay? Let me give you an example so that you understand. It is like when you are a teenager, right? And you just fall in love with a person and you think, we're gonna live happily ever after and life is just going to be a bed of roses. And as you start dating, as you start growing, as you start maturing, you start realizing that that is just fantasy, that is a dream. And that when people come into your life, when you enter relationships, you have to be realistic about what the experiences are going to be like. Okay, so the divine is saying to you that when you're going on this journey, at the beginning, you might just think that life is just going to just unfold in this amazing way. as you are turning your pain into a superpower, and the divine is saying, I want to put you on notice that it is not going to happen like that. There will be obstacles, there will be challenges, and if you are strong enough to conquer those obstacles and challenges, this is when you graduate to the energies of the Queen of Wands. I just wanted to lay that down because sometimes when you're doing readings, people just want to sort of like gloss over the difficult and the challenging parts of a journey. I don't want to gloss over anything. I really want to be realistic so that you can understand that you don't have to just believe in magic and to throw caution to the wind. Yes, you believe in magic, but you understand that life is going to happen, and you understand that obstacles will always happen, and that will not knock your belief. That will not knock you off the path that you're on. That will not kill the faith that is going to be fueling you on this journey. When you accept, when you understand that obstacles will happen, you anticipate for them, you expect them, and when they happen, you deal with them with maturity. You don't start, feeling sorry for yourself. You don't start losing faith and hope, but you understand that this is part of the journey. Life never goes in a straight line like that. The only time it does is when you're dead, when it's just like beep, right? So the divine is just wanting to be realistic with you and not just over glamorize the journey that is here. Even though the journey is beautiful, the divine is saying that there will be challenges. And you have to understand that there will be challenges. But when the challenges happen, don't give up. Remember this reading and get up and understand that your guides, your ancestors never leave you. They're always there. And sometimes we start over-identifying with the challenges. Sometimes we start over-identifying with the pain and the disappointment, and we forget that we are the warriors, that we are the heroes, that we are on a hero's journey. So when this happens, the divine is saying, quickly recover. This is the whole purpose of the message that is here. Quickly make your recovery, okay? Go and take your ancestors' hands and go into the next chapter. It is just a chapter in a story that sees you, like I always tell you, Capricorn, being at the top of the mountain, because literally that's why you go through everything that you go through. So the divine wants you to understand that it is really, really important to understand on a deep level the reasons why you receive the energies of the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card. Okay, so the energies of the Hanged Man is saying to you, as you are going on this journey, like I already told you, you are going to be receiving divine information, especially, absolutely especially, when you start experiencing challenges, when you feel that you are at a crossroad or at a dead end. This is when the divine is saying that for some of you, this happens because you've disconnected from your guides. You've disconnected from hearing the messages that are being sent to you. You're dismissing them as coincidences. So what happens? Boom, a roadblock happens. And suddenly you start remembering that, oh yes, I had my guides. We haven't spoken. I haven't been communicating with them. So the divine is saying to you, do not be afraid of any obstacles that come up. Sometimes you find yourself at a crossroad, but being that this crossroad is linked to the Hanged Man, the divine is saying that the information that is going to be helping you choose which direction to go into is going to be linked to divine information, because the Hanged Man is linked to the other side, is a spiritual type of energy. So you need spiritual type of guidance to help you choose, to help you move. So I want to say to you that it is always going to be important to keep in touch with your guides, to keep in touch with your ancestors, and to keep those lines of communication always opened so that you don't end up in situations like this, okay? So let's pop that card there and here. And to close off this reading, you received the Ace of Cups. New beginnings that are connected to our card that is here, okay? Because our card is telling you you're going to be loving what happens next. The aces are all about new beginnings, And these new beginnings are connected to matters of the heart, because this is where the energies of the cups govern. So the divine is saying that there is going to be new beginnings that is going to make your heart skip with joy, that is going to put a smile on your face, that is just going to make you feel that you are enjoying life. Okay, that life is happening for you in a beautiful way. And at this point, you're accepting challenges, you're accepting obstacles as they come along. Why? Because you're starting to understand that you are powerful, and you're starting to understand that things happen, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that the deal is off. It doesn't mean that you are not the warrior. It doesn't mean that you are not going to be getting the bag. No, it is just a blip, a moment in time. So the divine is saying, anticipate the ups and downs, because your next down is not going to be lasting a long time. And your next up is going to be higher than your last up. And then your next down is not going to be as low as the last down moment. So you're going to be going up in a direction like that. So when we put a line, now we get a line because we can see a trajectory of your life. We can see where you are going. And this is when you know you're in the right direction, as we saw here with the energies of the page. So the divine is saying, observe how you're feeling. Observe what is around you. Observe how you talk to yourself, about yourself. Are you overly critical? Or do you accept that sometimes you make mistakes, and that's okay, because mistakes allow you to grow? So be very mindful of that inner voice, because that inner voice can just destroy you, because sometimes you can be overly critical with yourself. You can be too hard on yourself, Capricorn. So the divine is saying, bring this energy of flow. Where's the ace gone? Oh, there it is. Bring this energy of flow into your life. Okay, go with the flow. And when you make mistakes, recover quickly. Like they say, fail fast. If you feel that you're failing and things are not going your way, fail quickly. Get up and make the decisions. Make a different choice. When you find yourself at a crossroad like this, remember to connect with your guides and your ancestors, because this is usually the point when we've disconnected ourselves. Because maybe we were busy enjoying life. Life was going good. The money was coming in. It was just good. And when life is good, this is when we usually forget to say our prayers, to say our meditations. This is when we usually forget to listen to the important messages, our intuition. So the divine is saying, enjoy the story as it unfolds, but remember to always keep clear communication with your guides and your ancestors, because it is going to be helping you on the journey that you're going to be going on. So yes, the message was deep. I hope it was clear. Let me know in the comment section below. If you've watched this reading all the way to the end, what shall we comment today? We're going to be commenting the emoji of a fairy. So comment an emoji of a fairy, because you're believing in magic, you're welcoming in magic, you're welcoming in synchronicities, and it shows me who has watched this reading all the way to the end. Beloved, this is the message that I have. Again, everything that I offer is linked in the description box below. Go and have a look, and I'll be more than happy to work with you. On that note, I'm going to see you very soon. It is a goodbye from me.